is part 14 of Ocarina of Time 3D, and in this part we're going to be collecting 3 heart pieces.
Yes.
We're going to visit our second Great Fairy Fountain to get Din's Fire.
Yes, that's right, because we just got the spin attack in the last part.
And then
I'm
we'll
glad okay, I am right.
You are right. And then we'll eventually make our way to Zora's domain at the very end of this part.
As you all know, we don't always commentate these in the same setting.
No,
so
we don't.
Sometimes I'm like, what in the world do we even do in the last video?
Yep. And this quest to start off, mini side quest.
Heart piece quest, I guess.
Yeah, we're basically just taking this dog to its owner in the back alley.
Yes.
Which was like 10 steps from her front door.
Yeah, she's lazy. Get out and go find your own dog.
I know.
It reminds me of Billy Madison.
The puppy who lost his way.
You get out there and you find your dog.
Beeping, you know. But yeah, it seems...
Like it's like 30 feet and there's not even that many dogs out there to look through, so...
Yeah.
I don't know.
Is that the only dog in the town that will follow you?
I think so.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Because there were like 5 or 6 of them, so...
They might all follow you. You know what? I didn't go around seeing which dogs would follow me.
Yeah.
Well, I got that heart piece right there.
It's the one behind the crate.
I had better things to do in this game.
Than let pets wander around.
I'm trying to find Gandorf, and then I'm sitting here seeing which dogs follow me.
Hey, whatever works. Now, earlier in the game, we walked by...
I guess we do cut a lot of grass, though, too.
We do cut a lot of grass. Hey, we got to raise money somehow. So, excuse me, as I had some beer go down the wrong tube. Earlier in the game, we actually walked by this fairy fountain, but we couldn't do anything with it without bombs.
Yeah,
That's all I had.
A classic example of okay, he's gonna talk for a little while and then you just stop. I'm sitting here oh, okay.
But that was really the only point I had.
Yeah, but this is actually a very important magic spell that we will begin right here because you actually have to have. There's 3 in the game.
Yep.
But this is the only one you have to actually beat the game and obviously progress farther at certain points.
Yeah, it's actually not for a long time.
It's a long time down the road.
That we'll really need it. It is useful though because Din's Fire, if there's a lot of enemies in the room, Din's Fire does do damage to just about everything.
It's a big fireball that just engulfs everything, so it's awesome.
Except you, thankfully. It doesn't engulf you.
Now, the thing is, this is one you should have found because, we were told to go on top of Death Mountain to visit the Great Fairy up there, which gave us a spin attack, and then she told us to come here.
Yep.
Now, the other 2 later on, they really don't tell you exactly where they're at.
They don't.
I think the last one we'll get is actually pretty easy. You pretty much walk right by it. But the second one can be a little confusing because you really don't know.
Actually, there's 4 more, aren't there?
No, there's 3. There's only 3 total.
Well, there's 2 more magic spells.
Yeah.
But then we have the one that...
Oh, well, yeah.
There's a couple
I was talking about magic spells.
Just the magic spells. Gotcha. Okay.
But the last 2, they don't actually tell us where they're at. So.
They really don't. They are in parts of the game that you will spend some time in. But, obviously.
And early in the game, you were probably exploring right there, too. what's this spot? Okay, I probably need to bring a bomb back here later on.
Yeah.
Now, one thing, this is the only time we actually go in this gatehouse in the entire game. So, there's not a lot to it, but it's just kind of cool to go in there just to kind of see what it was.
Because there's nothing in there except the ladder.
Yeah. Well, no, there's actually nothing in there but the ladder, a little lighted room, I guess, or whatever.
But it's kind of similar to many parts ago when we went into that big tall tower on Lon Lon Ranch. And
yes, exactly.
There was something there.
Remember we were talking about if we could go up a little bit higher, how cool that would have been to get that view of Hyrule Field.
So it's those little touches that there may not be a lot there, but it does just add a little bit of personality to the game.
I think they really didn't add any personality. I don't look at it that way. I look at it as that's the only time we're going to go there during the game. So it was cool to at least see it, even if it didn't have that much to it.
Yep.
And we were talking about that gatehouse a lot longer than I thought we would before we started this part.
Well, to be honest, all we're doing is wandering around right now.
We had a strong start though too.
We did.
This video. We were all over the place.
But now though, we are going to make our way to Zora River for the first time.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, eventually we'll get to where I was thinking. So
we're gonna have to stop and talk to the bean guy first.
This place is it takes so long to get. This is one of the parts of the game I hated because later on we'll try not to spoil too much, but a lot of Zelda games you get warp points.
Yep.
If you haven't played this one, you get warp points later on.
Thank goodness.
This area right here, it took forever to get to, and we actually don't get a warp point anywhere in the game. And
no, we really don't.
I was so sick of walking back and forth to this place.
Well, and especially just Excuse me. I'm
That's fine.
I'm choking. I'm burping. I'm coughing.
I'm over here with
I'm
allergies. I'm all stopped up. My throat's all dry. I'm doing good.
Why are we commentating this? I don't know. But yeah, we will spend a ton of time, like you said, just walking through the Zora's River. And it's not difficult or anything like that. But like you said, it does get annoying because there's just no way to teleport to the end of it.
Like later on, like the kind of like a shortcut we get, like that's way later in the game.
Yeah.
Though. Like right now as a child, there's really only one way to get from like point A to point B in this area.
Yeah.
And that's kind of why I hate it, because we actually do come back here quite often as a child.
You
know the child part is kind of short relative to the adult. Well,
it is.
Far ahead of myself.
Well,
if you haven't played, but
but I mean, you're
the
right.
second part of the game.
Well, it doesn't help too that like here in the next by few parts, I mean a lot of parts.
Yeah.
We're gonna be doing a lot of running around, getting everything we can in like the first, quote unquote half of the game.
Yes.
We're gonna be trying to load up on a lot of items and things in the next, it's probably 10 or 12 more parts before we hit like what I would consider the dividing point.
Yeah, dividing point. Now this guy right here, like he sells this one magic bean, and then all of a sudden they're a hot item.
Oh, I know. It's like, wow, you must not have many customers if buying one or two of them makes them a hot seller. You know?
Now, one thing I do want to say is, like, you could have planted a magic bean right there, and for some reason I didn't. I don't know why, but I would recommend going ahead and planting one right there.
Yeah.
So I actually have to come back here later in the game to just do that right there. So go ahead and plant one right there. You'll actually use that. That'll create a shortcut later on in the game.
It will, and also there are a few places we plant them that will eventually end up like giving us access to heart pieces and things like that much later in the game again.
Now right there, it's actually a very hard thing to do. To get on that ledge, you have to use that Kuko and then throw them off like right before you get there. So
it's really a tough little move to pull off, and you timed that pretty perfectly.
We have gone from the Let's Play to the walkthrough part in this video.
Yeah. Well, this Kuko,
here's how you do this, here's how you do that.
Yeah, like the Kuko flying here, we're using it to get two heart pieces very close together here. But as you saw us, we threw that Kuko off the ledge like further away.
Yes.
And which we have to do to get to that second heart piece.
I thought when he went in that water right there, I thought I was screwed. I thought he was like either going to float away or I wouldn't be able to pick him up. So you can see I was struggling. I was struggling to keep him. I couldn't grab him.
Yeah. Well, that's the problem. Anytime you're moving the joystick, you roll instead of grabbing, and it's so annoying.
Well, really, the Kukos aren't still. They're very difficult to grab. And like I've tried to use Z targeting before, and just it doesn't work that well. I don't think.
I don't think so either.
Love that little bridge right there, though.
Me too. It's just very random, like nice little bridge. Go ahead, sorry.
I remember the first time just playing the game, I was like, oh, that's not much, but for some reason, I really like that visual right there, so.
I can't tell you how many times I think I've cut that corner a little short and just missed the bridge entirely and fallen back down into the water. Well, just like going up that little hill and you turn the corner. Next thing you know, you've fallen in.
You gotta be careful around this area because you don't know what parts are deep and like you don't know what parts are shallow, really.
And because that does get annoying, that flowing water sometimes will take you like all the way out.
Yeah, but it's fun to ride.
It is, and it is a pain, though.
It is a pain when it does that, though.
Like a little later on, we will like just it gets you out a little quicker.
Yeah, and you can always swim to like the sides and stuff and pull yourself up and everything.
It can be a struggle sometimes.
Yeah, but the area we'll be entering right here, like in the next part.
Yeah,
just an absolutely beautiful area.
It really is.
It's probably one of my favorite, not one of my favorite areas, but just it's absolutely gorgeous, and you'll see when we get there.
And how about the waterfall opening up right before we go in there? I think it's a great visual. And with that, that wraps up part 14 of Ocarina of Time 3D.